Excuse me, Eric, where are you going right now?
I'm sorry, an emergency has come up, so I have to go.
An emergency? How could anything be more important than our wedding? There are so many of our friends and family here right now to celebrate you and I getting married today. What kind of reason could you have that would make it right for you to leave our wedding now?
My ex-girlfriend is struggling with a really bad fever right now, and she needs my help. We're going to have to postpone the wedding for right now. And then when I get back from her side, we can continue on with it.
You're kidding me. We're in the middle of our wedding, yet you'd rather be by your ex's side?
I don't have a choice right now because she's a real mess with that fever.
And when you say your ex-girlfriend, are you talking about Skylar?
Ah, so you know who I've been talking about. Now that I think about it, you and her used to be friends with one another back in the day, right?
That's right. And that's the exact reason why I don't want you going to her right now. Or are you saying that she is more important than your bride?
Don't say such grudge-ridden crap like that. I'm just a nice guy that will not leave those in trouble without any help. I wish you'd be more happy with the fact that you're getting a husband as thoughtful as me.
The only person you're that thoughtful towards is her, though. And wait, how the heck do you know about her having a fever right now and not doing well?
She sent me a text saying she's not doing too well.
So you're telling me you've been looking at your phone during the middle of our wedding? I'm asking you to please come back here so that we can get this wedding back on the road. Come back here right now, Eric!
Shut up already, Hallie. Right now, Skylar's a mess due to that horrible fever. If I don't go to her right now to be by her side and that fever gets worse, causing her to go into a life-threatening state, what do you think will happen to her? Who'll be there to take her to the hospital then and keep her from dying?
How about you stay here and spend the most special day of your life with me and have someone else go take care of her? You don't have to go.
Ugh. I never thought you were that heartless towards other people who've never wronged you. Just shut up and keep everyone here until I'm able to come back. I want you to entertain everyone in a way where they won't get upset over me having to postpone things there.
So you are really going to leave then? Eric! God damn it, Eric!
Hallie, why were things just postponed like that all of a sudden? Eric didn't even say a word to anyone before he just stood up from his seat and ran out of the room. Did something bad happen that none of us are aware of?
Dad, actually, Eric, he's going over to his ex's place.
His ex-girlfriend's place while he's in the middle of having his wedding?
And to make things worse, it's Skylar's place that he's going to.
Skylar. Is she that girl who was in the same grade as you all throughout high school?
That's her.
What is going on here? Not only are both of the families all gathered here today, but clients and partners from work, leaders, employees, all sorts of very important people. What was Eric thinking doing something like that?
I have no clue, Dad. I was trying to understand what he was thinking by asking him to explain things to me, but now he's not even replying to my texts.
I'm sorry. I didn't want this sort of thing to happen to you.
No, I'm sorry for you, Dad. I understand that Eric has always been a problem for so many people to have to take responsibility for. But when something like this happens, you'd think he'd at least have the common sense not to leave. I trusted that he loved me enough not to do this.
Maybe it was a mistake to trust in someone with a history like him? You and I were both aware that there were things that are wrong with the kid, right?
I know that, Dad. You're right. Ever since I started going out with Eric, he's always been staying in touch with Skylar like they'd never even broken up. And there was that one time that he and I got into a fight over that. In the end, I told him to never ever talk with her again. Yet, him not listening to me makes it feel as though I've been stabbed in the back now.
That's because you've been stabbed in the back by him. But it was bound to happen with him. Now that the groom is no longer around, there's no point in wasting everyone's time by holding them here. Hallie, when you get a response from Eric again, you let him know that the families are waiting on him. I have an idea for what to do about him.
Can do. Eric, even if it's just for a few seconds, could you please shoot me a reply?
Shut up already. Skylar just fell asleep and I don't want my phone going off and waking her up. If you keep calling and texting me, I'm gonna have to block you.
I don't care about Skylar right now. When do you think you'll be able to make it back to the wedding?
Huh? Oh, that's right, the wedding. I haven't really made up my mind yet, but I'd like to spend a little bit more time watching over her to make sure she's all right before I go back.
How much longer do you plan on keeping everyone here waiting? You can't expect all of our guests to just sit here waiting for you to finish up doing something that has no relation to all of us, right?
If we're going to be charged for holding the wedding for longer than planned, could you go ahead and pay the fee? I had to come all the way out here to take care of someone with a life-threatening sickness.
Why the heck aren't you listening to anything I'm saying, Eric? Is Skylar really that important of a person to you still? She's your ex-girlfriend, man, and shouldn't mean much at all to you anymore. And you know that her and I aren't close to one another, so you should respect that fact and stay away from her. I have told you plenty of times before to stop meeting and talking to her, right? And all of those times you've told me that you'd never go near her again. Yet, Eric, you chose the worst day to break that one promise you made to me. Our wedding day, and in the middle of our wedding at that.
And about all of that, Hallie, I know that you've told me before about how you and her don't get along all that much now, but Skylar told me that's just not the case. So does that mean you're jealous of the fact that I'm giving her some of my attention still? I just knew that you plain girls always get so worked up over men like us wanting to meet with prettier women.
So you're not even going to trust what I've told you?
When speaking of who I've known longer, that would be Skylar, right? Now, back to the wedding. It's not canceled, just delayed a little, all right? I don't care how long it takes for me to get back there. You don't let a single guest leave.
Then we'll all just continue waiting.
So you're finally gonna listen to something that I've said? If you'd just done that for me from the start, then we wouldn't have to be sitting here getting all upset.
We'll all be waiting with excitement for you to come back here, Eric.
Sorry that everyone's gonna have to wait on me. How about you ask around and see if anyone there can do a magic show or something to entertain everyone? Hallie, what the hell did you think you were doing? Because of you on my biggest day, I had to be embarrassed?
I'm not sure why you blame me for natural responses that would have come from anyone who had to be forced to wait as long as everyone here did.
Huh? How was any of that a natural response? I have all of my friends and colleagues here. Yet when I came back to get back to having my wedding, I get told that I'm fired? Are you guys all heartless monsters or something?
You want to know why that had to happen in front of everyone here? Because you didn't seem to understand your position at all today, no matter how much I warned you. I really don't want to say this, but I'm going to have to. Don't forget that my family's company is the company that picked you up off the ground when you had nowhere left to go. Yet today you somehow forgot that fact entirely and left this wedding to go be with your ex, leaving everyone here waiting. What is wrong with you, Eric?
Wait, that's why you should have stepped in and told all of your family not to worry about what I was doing. You're my wife after all, and your job is to make me look good and help out.
There are a lot of things I can do to help make you look good, but lying about my own feelings to make you look like a decent human being is not one of them. Also, how should I explain to everyone that my husband went and left our wedding today to be with his ex-girlfriend without looking like a complete tool? Everyone who heard about that looked at me like I was insane. So you want to know why family no longer wants you working for them? Because you are nothing but a problem child that not even we could manage to take care of.
Huh? You have no idea the kinds of things I did for your family's company, so don't you dare talk to me like you know better.
Eric, you have always loved belittling the hell out of me, and after today, I know that those kinds of hurtful words will never stop coming from you. The only reason I put up with all your crap for as long as I have is because of one thing, Eric. Ever since your family's business that they tried to run started to go under, my family has been very interested in it. The idea that I gave was by marrying you and creating a relationship between my family and yours, they would be able to buy your parents' business and make it a part of theirs. That would have been a win-win situation for all involved. But if we don't end up staying together, those talks will all vanish.
What? Huh? What kind of a boring joke is that?
You think what I just said was a joke? If anything, what you did to all of us today should have been a joke. You leaving us all here to wait for hours over your ex pissed everyone here off.
Did you really go and tell everyone here about why I had to leave the wedding for a little bit?
Of course I flippin' did, Eric. I made sure everyone knew about how you left this wedding to go be by the side of your ex because they deserved to know. You just thought everyone would have been okay with being left in the dark on having to wait hours when nothing happened?
And your job was to make up some kind of a lie that would have satisfied them all. Now you've just gone and made me look like some kind of jackass in front of everyone.
Well, what you did was something that nobody in their right mind would do on their wedding day. And the fact that you wanted me to lie to everyone about it goes to show that even you knew what you were doing was screwed up. Honestly, all you had to do today was stay here with all of us and enjoy your wedding and our marriage. That's all anyone was asking for, yet you couldn't even do the most simple and sensical thing. So don't you dare blame me for any of this when all of it is on you.
God damn it, right now is fine. You go and talk with your parents and family right now and tell them that you and I are still going to have this wedding and get married. Also, you tell them to take back what they said about firing me.
I have no reason in my mind for doing something like that now. Thank God this all unfolded before we handed in our papers to the courthouse.
If you're not going to go and talk with all of them, then I will, and I'll make sure your dad listens to me. I know that your dad, of all people, actually has a brain cell or two left in his head, and preferred me over anyone else in the company. And if I really have to, I'll save my job and have you kicked out of your own family. And then your dad can adopt me, and I'll take your place.
Now you're just talking like you've completely lost it.
I hope you're shaking in your shoes right now, thinking about what I'll do. Dad! I heard from your daughter what all happened. She wants to have this wedding ended and our marriage taken back. That all has to be some kind of a sick joke, right? It's surprising that a child of your standards would be able to talk to me as though I was still going to become your father-in-law. After having completely ruined my daughter's wedding today, you'd have been better off avoiding me. If you're really the man that took me into your company and praised me like you had, then that means you know I'm a far better man than whatever anyone else here believes, right? I can only wish for a better man to take your place now, because as far as I'm aware, no man would ever leave his own wedding to go and meet with his ex-girlfriend, no matter what the reasoning. Also, based off what Hallie has said about you already, she's told you 3 separate times not to talk or visit that ex anymore, correct? I'm really not sure what makes you think that I ever liked you enough to allow you to behave in that disgusting and shameless manner. But I think ending this wedding and the marriage between you both is the right choice. Understood. Then, Dad, I want to ask you something. Would you mind becoming my real father instead of always being Hallie's father? What? If this marriage between Hallie and I won't be happening, then I'd like for you to make me a part of your family through adoption. And then you can take back what was said about me being fired. I promise that I'll never make any one of you regret that decision, and I'll be the hardest working man you've ever seen. You're lucky you didn't just say that to my face, or else you'd be getting a knuckle sandwich like no other. I blame myself partially for never being able to tell what kind of vile filth you are. Back when Hallie first brought you home to see us, I should have been a bit more forward about how I didn't want her dating you. Hey, come on now. Now you're just making it sound like you were always against me dating your daughter. Correct. And that's because I always have been. At the start, I was extremely against her dating you, and even told her that if she really wanted to marry you, she'd be on her own. Huh? What man wouldn't be saying that to their daughter when they've had a look at you? Sure, back when she brought you to the house for the first time, you came in a nice suit and were very respectful to all of us. You did a great job making it look like you were a well-put-together gentleman. But after having a glance at what you were hiding behind that facade, I knew. Any time we were not in the same room as you, and it was just you and my daughter, you were on your phone and never conversed with her. And that was because, you are very much right about that observation. And when she'd have something important that she wanted to talk with you about, all you did was sit there staring at that damn phone of yours. That's when I really started to think about how you weren't really into being with my daughter, especially not with the goal of marrying her. No respectable father would want their daughter going to a man like you, Eric. And that is why, after you went home and it was just Hallie with her mother and I told her to rethink things. But no matter what I told her, she said that she was fine with the way you behaved then. You stabbed the both of us in the back, you asshole! And you have the wrong idea about all of that. Back then, the only reason I was on my phone so much, not listening to Hallie, was because one of my family members was very sick. The timing of that was all horrible, and I had to stay in touch with them because I was worried. Sorry to break this to you, Eric, but I know far more about your family than most people do, including you, even. So I would cut it out with those pathetic and baseless lies right now. What the hell? If you already know everything about them and why I was on my phone all the time, then why ask? Now you're just toying with me and wasting my time. Are you really in a place where you should feel comfortable complaining about what I'm doing, boy? You had been looking at your phone all day today, even before you had to leave to go and see your sick ex. I'm going to assume that all of that time spent staring at your phone instead of acknowledging your guests was because your ex was texting you? Someone with standards as low as you is not worth keeping in our company nor our family anymore. What the hell? You're not even my real father anyway, so I don't have to sit around listening to this crap. Who gives a damn, honestly? There are plenty of other companies out there that would love to have me in their ranks. I don't need to stay in your guys' lame company anyway. I'll go out and find another company that I find suitable for me and climb my way up there before coming back to you guys and crushing your company. What are you rambling on about, boy? Did you not notice that at today's wedding there were plenty of partners and customers to my company? Not a single one of them whom I've conversed with so far has said they'd love to have a backstabbing child like you in their company. Especially when all he'll do is call off all the time to go and be with his ex-girlfriend. If you really want to be worth something to any of those companies, you'll have to start by growing up and being respectful to others. What? I want you to understand that you'll never find a job in this line of work ever again. What did you say? Then what's going to happen with me if I can't find a job in this field anymore? What am I going to do then? Are you really saying that I won't only lose my chance at getting a wife, but I'll also have trouble finding another job? You all are monsters. Absolute abominations to man. This is all happening because you chose to go against my family's trust we had placed in you. All I freaking did was go to my ex-girlfriend's place, that's all. Why does all of this have to happen now because of that? The fact that you can't even realize what you did was wrong is the root of your problems. Are we done here? I happen to have a company to attend to, as well as an upset daughter, which means all the time I had for caring about soft little boys is up. You and I will never meet or talk to one another ever again after today. And don't ever come around my daughter again. Damn it! This was not supposed to be happening to me. I haven't done anything wrong. Hey! Because of you, my whole life is being screwed up. Because of what happened at the wedding, both of my parents are forcing me away, and I was told by your dad that I will never be able to find another job in this field ever again. I seriously cannot believe this is happening to me. How the hell are you going to take responsibility for all of this?
By not taking any responsibility for what you've done, fair and square, really. I did not cause your downfall, therefore I will not be the one to take the blame for it either. Although I would gladly take credit for it if that meant you shutting your stinking mouth. Didn't you ever think me warning you not to leave the wedding was me actually warning you? Yet you still chose your ex over me, and that showed everyone the kind of child you really are deep down. So next time you want to start blaming me for what's happened here, just remember that I warned you about all of this.
Shut up with your far-fetched logic. Are you really saying that you're happy about the fact that I might end up a piece of trash in this society now?
Actually, I look forward to seeing you on the streets really soon.
You're a bitch.
Don't start yelling at me now. One call to the police about you yelling at a stranger like that, and they'll be coming out to talk with you. Remember, you chose Skylar over me, so we're strangers to one another now. So much so that I forgot about what it felt like to love you. Actually, my love for you had slowly been washing away, but after yesterday, it's like there was never a flame to begin with.
What the frick? Do you really hate the fact that I've been with Skylar a few times that much? You think it's okay for you to hate people like that for no reason at all? You really are such a piece of dog crap. Think about it. Maybe it's because you've always hated her so much for no reason that I've wanted to talk to her more and more.
Always blaming others, just like a 5-year-old would do. Had there been no plans between us and about 50 other people yesterday, I would have probably forgiven you for going out to see her. But yesterday was a day that was meant to be about you and I, that should only ever happen once, and you blew it off for her. I've already told you why her and I aren't on the best of terms, even if she isn't willing to agree with that. But here I go again. The reason why I do not like her and wanted you to stay away from her is because she was my high school bully. To the point that I have nightmares about her sometimes and cry when I think about all she did to torture me. Just mentioning her name makes me get all nervous and worried. Yet you would always be texting with her or calling with her and going out to see her. And each and every one of those times, I'd die a little more on the inside because I'd have to relive all those bad memories.
None of that is anything I care about. You really are such a rude bitch letting yourself be held back by the past like that.
You must have no idea what it's like to be bullied then. I told you about this crap the moment I found out that you had been going out with her before, Eric. I told you that I never wanted you meeting with her again. That's it. You told me then that you understood my feelings and promised not to talk with or see her anymore. Yet time and time again, you do things like this. Why was it so hard for you to listen to what your girlfriend, your fiancé, your bride was saying?
All this babbling is starting to drive me nuts. Now that I think back on all of that, I'm happy we're done with now. I still have Skylar after all. She's told me that having me in her life still makes her feel relieved, and it does the same for me. So I'm gonna get back with her and we'll get married. I always did find her a lot more attractive than you, and way better in bed. Your boringness and lack of any good features is why I always talked with her. And since I'm not going to be working for your family's company anymore, there really is no reason for you to be in my life anymore.
What are you going on about? That is not happening.
What was that? Are you jealous of what I'm saying now? No matter what you have to say to me now to try and win me back, I know better and will not chase after that worm again.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. She has no plans of having you be around her for the rest of your life.
Huh? What makes you think you know that? I'm not gonna listen to any more of those depressing comments you're trying to keep me around with.
So you've really been out of the loop all along? I didn't think I had the right to be telling you this, but Skylar has a fiancé. I hear that things picked up really fast between them, and they will be getting married really soon here.
Huh? That another of your lame jokes or something?
To make this quick, the only reason she would ask you to come out and see her when she needed something is because she still had you on her leash and she knew it.
Now you're just making us both look bad with no proof. If that was the case, then why did she still ask me to come out and be with her when she had her fever and not her fiancé?
I had a look at her Instagram account when I woke up, and on there she talked about how her fiancé had to leave for a bit on a business trip. That's why she had to end up asking you to go take care of her, because you were the only person she knew who was so desperate for her attention that you'd drop whatever you were doing, no matter how important, to be by her.
No way.
All I had to do was look at what she posted on her story. Yet this whole time, you had no clue she was engaged and had a man she loves. It just cracks me up that you think you could get back with her in a heartbeat.
Damn it. Making fun of me like that? Stop it!
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just telling you the truth about yourself.
Hey, Hallie, you really have no plans of letting me back into your life? I promise to find another job in another field somewhere else.
Jesus, no flippin' thanks. Someone like you who couldn't even stay serious with your fiancé would never make it with a wife.
No way. Give me a chance to make this up to you.
Not happening. Don't you even talk to me anymore, you freak. I don't want anything to do with you anymore, so just go screw yourself or something. I don't know.
No way. Hold on a second, Hallie. If you abandon me now, what am I supposed to do? I was planning on using you to find me another job and all. I won't be able to support myself on my own.
And you know why that is? Because deep, deep down in the part of your heart that quivers in fear when you think you're being abandoned is this pathetic little man named Eric. And that man never learned how to grow up past elementary school. And that is why he doesn't know how to do anything on his own and why he is afraid of everything, even though he thinks he can act all tough. So guess what? The only thing that is left in this world for that small, pathetic man hiding inside your heart is self-induced failure. So enjoy it. Goodbye.
Hallie, what am I going to do now? I've finally finished filling out all of that paperwork, and now there's a restraining order that means Eric will no longer be allowed within 500 feet of our family. As long as you're home with your mother and I, you will never have to worry about him.
Thank you so much for doing that, Dad. I was really getting fed up with all the texts he kept sending me, so I just went and blocked him as well as all of his social media accounts. With that, there's no way he'll be able to get inside my head while I'm home. Sorry that you had to fill out so much paperwork, though.
I should be the one apologizing to you right now. When you first brought that boy home to show him to us, I should have stepped in as your father and stopped things right then and there. Then none of this fiasco would have had to happen, and we could all be enjoying something else. You would have never been scarred by him either.
There's no reason for you to be apologizing to me like that. This all started because I didn't judge him well enough before letting him be my boyfriend. My fiancé, even.
That's because he was decent at hiding his red flags from you, and you wanted to help him and his family out. For a while there was no helping the love that you formed. But I really should have stopped things then when I realized things were very odd about the kid.
But this time you stepped in and did all sorts of things for me to make sure I escaped with little to no harm, right? That was more than enough for me, Dad. Sure, I may have had to endure being belittled by him again, but at least this time we showed him that my family and I were not to be messed with.
And that's what he'd better think for the rest of his life.
So this next time that I find someone that I want to marry, I'll make sure to run him by you first to see if he really cares about me or not. Considering that there was a lot riding on this wedding of Eric and I, his family all went and cut ties to him, realizing he'd be the cause of their business's downfall. Having lost pretty much everyone he would have relied on for help, Eric was forced into a very tough situation, and soon he couldn't even reach out to anyone anymore as lots of people blocked him. Weeks have gone by since that crazy event took place, and there are still times where I'll think about both Eric and Skylar. But whenever I zone out at work, being reminded of them, I realize that I have things I need to stay busy with right in front of me, and that really helps me forget. And one day it seems that a man in my department noticed me zoning out and came over to ask me what was up before following that up with an invite to dinner. Anyway, the thought of going out to dinner with a handsome man like him soon has completely erased any thought of those two idiots for the time being.
Hey, Brianna. Thank you so much for the investment.
Hi, Ryan. No problem. I really wanted to help you.
The project will definitely succeed thanks to you.
I really didn't do anything, but I know you would do the same for me when I'm in trouble.
Yes, definitely.
Well, my dad used to have an investment from your dad, so as his daughter and the current CEO, I'm just returning that favor.
You don't need to do that. Your father was a shrewd businessman, and I learned a lot from him. His death really is a great loss to us.
My dad was a cheerful man enjoying life every day, so he's probably drinking in heaven right now.
I would love to join him someday.
Me too. So please don't be too sad, because my dad won't like that, okay?
You're right about that. I'll do my best for him.
Me too. I actually need to make sure not to make my dad's company go bankrupt.
You are independent. I love that. I can't believe that a perfect woman like you is married to Micah.
I'm not perfect. Micah is outstanding and more perfect than me. He got into a big company without any connections, and he's a top salesman, right? I have a lot to learn from him.
Yes, but he's still a newbie and needs to learn more about the industry.
He does? I thought he knew everything.
He doesn't. I'm pretty familiar, so I'm going to teach him.
Can I sometimes join in too?
Sure.
Actually, may I hear about this at dinner tonight if we have time to talk?
Absolutely, but since all of my relatives are coming, there might not be time. I'm so sorry.
Please don't apologize. Let's enjoy the dinner tonight.
I'm so nervous to introduce you to my family because you're so out of their league.
Don't be. Everyone is equal, and I don't judge people because it's a waste of time. I'm excited to meet new people, so don't worry about it.
Thank you so much. OMG, you are the nicest person.
Am I? I'm just being myself. Anyways, see you later.
Yeah, see you later.
Hey, you! Who's this? Victoria. Hi, did something happen? I heard from Micah that you're at my house. Why are you there? Isn't today the family dinner? I'm just waiting for all of you to come home. Is there a problem? Can I not be here? Of course not. You don't have my permission. That's trespassing. I also don't even know you, so I'm going to call the cops. Oh my gosh, are we seriously doing this again? I told you before that trespassing is when a person who you don't know goes into someone's place without permission. Also, you know exactly who I am, and even know my ID. Do I need to tell you my name again? It's Brianna. Please remember, we're family. Yeah, whatever. What? Family? Since when? Sorry, but I don't know you. You said I was when I got married to Micah. Oh, I did? I don't remember that, but even if I did, I take it back. Did something happen to you, like an accident? Because it seems like you forgot about this and other things. Or is it age? Nothing happened, and stop treating me like I'm old. I'm still young. Oh, you must be okay because you're talking back. That's good. You made me nervous. Are you making fun of me? No, I was scared. Anyways, did you forget my face and name? I'll be meeting you in a little bit, so would you like me to put it on a name tag? I can if you want me to. That way you'll remember me. That's enough. Are you trying to pick a fight with me? What? Pick a fight? No, I'm just worried about you and thought it would be a good idea. If I do that way you'll get to know me. You don't have to do that because I don't care. Why are you mean when Micah is not around? What do you not like about me? I really want to know. Fine, I'll tell you. You're not part of our family. I asked you for the reason. That answer is like saying the house burned down if I ask you why there's a fire. We're not talking about a fire right now. Are you stupid? I know that. It's just an example. You were so weird. This is obviously not getting through your head, so we'll end this conversation. You know what? You're pissing me off, so please leave. I'm asking you nicely. Why? I just got here. So what? I don't want to see your face. Please don't say that. I'm excited for tonight because we're having sushi, right? I was craving for it, so I definitely want to eat it. Who said that you're allowed to eat? It's a family dinner, right? Yeah, but this is my house, so I have the right to decide. Plus, didn't I just tell you to leave? Keep on saying that it's your house, but the owner is your husband, right? I'm sure he'll say I can stay. I don't think so. Why? He doesn't want you to be part of the family. He's tired and annoyed at your attitude because you act like you're above everyone else because you're a CEO. I know you're lying because you never say that about me. I'm actually surprised that you're forgetful, but can make up a lie. Is this one of your talents? I'm not lying about this. Do you have proof? He said this on the phone, so I don't. Also, Micah. He once told me that he regrets marrying you. He called you an idiot. On the phone, huh? It's obvious that you're lying about this because I just talked to Ryan 10-15 minutes ago. And Micah yesterday, and they told me how much they appreciate me. It's true that I'm an idiot, though. Should I punch you in the face once? Maybe you'll remember everything and change your attitude. Shut your mouth. Just admitted that you're an idiot, right? Yeah, I mean, it's better to be honest than lie like you. I'm not surprised because your dead father was an idiot, too. Excuse me? He was exactly like you, like father, like daughter. Weird and two-faced. I would be embarrassed to have a father like him. You can talk shit about me as much as you want, but not my dad. You just crossed a line. I can't stand people making fun of my dad. I'm just telling the truth. Anyways, I'm going to be there in a little bit, so if the sushi comes, can you receive it and put it on top of the kitchen counter? It's only for my family, so you can't have any. Your dinner is canned soup that I put on the floor for you in the dining room. I'm leaving, so that's not going to happen. Oh, are you mad? Yeah, I am. I'm going to let Ryan and Micah know about this.
Oh, hi, Brianna. Did you call me?
Yeah, I did. Sorry to call you while you're at work. I wanted to talk to you about something.
Don't worry about it. Sorry I couldn't pick up because Victoria was calling me. My lunch break is over now, so would it be okay for me to text you? I could call you back in like an hour or so if it's easier to talk on the phone. If it's an emergency, I can call you now.
Victoria called you? I bet she was lying to you. It's not an emergency, so texting is totally fine with me.
Thank you for understanding. Can we talk about Victoria first before you ask me something? Sorry.
Actually, that something is about Victoria.
Oh, did something happen between you two? She was talking shit about you and said how you were being rude to her.
What? Are you serious? She was the one being rude to me.
Don't worry, I knew that from the beginning, so I didn't really listen to her.
Do you know what she told me? She told me to leave the house because I was not invited and not part of the family.
Did she really say that? That's very rude of her. You were always welcome in my house because you're like family to me. Plus, Micah and I invited you. What the hell is she talking about?
Thanks, Ryan. She also said that you were tired and annoyed by my attitude because I look down on everyone because I'm a CEO or something like that. But I know you will never say that.
That's right. Never in a million years will I say something like that.
So that's why I didn't listen to her. Do you know what else she said?
What?
She told me to can soup on the floor instead of sushi because it's only for her family.
Seriously? You can't believe her. You don't need to do that, okay?
Yeah, it was ridiculous, so I decided to go home.
What? You're going home?
Yes, she also said one more thing that really pissed me off. I don't want to see her because I might punch her in the face.
What did she say? You're not like this, so I'm surprised.
She said that my dad was weird and an idiot.
Oh, that is not okay. She crossed the line. I'm so pissed off right now. Thank you for telling me everything. I have a plan, so can you please send me screenshots of the conversations you had with her?
Sure. Do you need my help with that?
No, I can do it by myself. Thanks.
Hello? If you see this message, please respond or else I'll call you until you pick up. Can you stop calling me? 60 missed calls in 10 minutes? Seriously? Why are you not picking up? I was driving from my office to my house listening to Backstreet Boys. That's why. I can't text while I'm driving. Everyone knows that. What the hell do you want? Please come back. Why? My husband is pissed at me. Yeah, and? What did you say? I just told him what you said to me, that's it. Can you come back and ask him? He's ignoring me. Hey, if you're home, can you call me? Nope. I know it's going to be a waste of time. I want to take a rest without any distraction until my reservation time for the sushi restaurant. I couldn't eat at your place, so... Please, our family dinner is ruined right now. Oh, is it? Well, I'm so lucky I was able to leave because I really don't like family dinner. That's not what I want to talk about now. No one is going to tell me why my husband is pissed off. I will tell you then. Your husband has an investment in my company. What is that? What does that mean? It means that I'm helping him earn money, so do you have any idea how bad things will get if we don't get along? What? Really? I don't care about that. Why didn't you tell me about this? Well, we agreed to keep it a secret because we thought that people would be concerned about this because it's risky. How much did he invest? Why should I tell you? Because I'm his wife. It's his money and he told me not to tell you. I don't care if he told you not to tell me. I have a right to know. That's not my problem, so can you talk to him about that? Oh, Micah's also pissed off, just to let you know, and other people too. Other people? Wait, did you tell my relatives also? Yes, I did. I sent them screenshots of our conversation. Is this why everyone is in another room talking and staring at me? Maybe. There might be other reasons too. I don't care though. Nellie, excuse me, I want to take a nap before I go to the sushi restaurant. No, please, can you come back? I'll apologize. I'm going to get kicked out of the house. You should experience hell once because Ryan has been spoiling you this whole time. Now that you're in this situation, do you regret what you've done? Yes, I do, and I don't know what to do. Gee, what should I do? Hi, honey. I'm so sorry for everything. I didn't know that you two were business related.
You were about to break the relationship I had with our company.
I'm sorry. I'll apologize to you as many times as you want.
I also can't believe that you were going to make Brianna eat canned soup off the floor.
No, I was thinking about eating that later on. You know, like a midnight snack.
I have all the screenshots of the conversations you had with her, so don't think about making excuses. Also, it seems like you said things that Micah and I never said.
Oh, about that.
The number one thing that pissed me off is you making fun of her dad. She was trying to be cool about that, but she was really pissed off.
Look, I'm regretting what I said and what I did.
You've done something that's unforgivable.
I know that. I'll be more careful not to say those things from now on.
From now on? There is no from now on. I want you to leave the house.
What? What do you mean?
Leave the house and let's get divorced. I can't deal with you anymore.
Wait, please don't leave me.
Everyone here agrees with me, so just shut up and leave, okay? I'm asking you nicely.
We talk about this and rethink what?
There is no need to talk about this. Bye.
Wait, please. Why are you still calling me? 700 missed calls? Really? Where are you now? I just finished eating sushi now, and since I don't have anything to do, I was thinking about going to the city and looking for the fattest rat. I'm at your company now. Why? Oh, are you going to apply for a cleaning job? Thank you, because we did need one. No, I'm here to ask the company to make an investment for my husband. What are you talking about? My husband's investment. Weren't you planning to do it today? Even though you're not here, I'll ask someone. Are you serious? People will think you're crazy if you do that. Are you inside the building now? Yes, and I'll go talk to the employees. I don't care because I'm going to get kicked out and get divorced. I actually did it already today. What? Then why is he still pissed? I thought he was mad that you didn't do the investment. Are you stupid? Did you think that that's the reason? Seriously. Yes. Wow, I don't even have a word to say to you. By the way, I just got a text from one of my employees that the police is going to be there soon. What? Why? You stormed in and yelled at everyone and threw staplers and calculators at them? And at the wall, so of course the cops are gonna come. You could have hurt one of my employees and you made a hole in the wall. I'll demand compensation because you damaged my property. Sorry I did that, I was panicking. It doesn't matter. I'm so embarrassed and I don't want anything to do with you, so I'll cut ties with you. Wait, we're a family, right? Can you explain to the cops that I was panicking and misunderstood something? Who is this? I don't know you. Sorry, bye. Victoria was taken away by the police for trespassing and obstruction of business. Because of that, everyone in her family cut ties with her, and since she had nowhere to go, she became homeless. She needed to pay for the compensation but had no money, so she had to go into debt. She's now a day worker, working long hours every day. The canned soup that she was going to make me eat on the floor is now her expensive meal. How funny is that, right? On the other hand, Ryan had a very successful project that I invested $30 million in. He's now focusing on his job to cover up the loneliness of being single. But Micah and I will always be there for him. Now that Victoria's gone, I'm living a stress-free life and I'm enjoying my life every day.
Hey Molly, are you still up? I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to stay out a bit later to do some bar hopping. If you want to go to bed before me, I would just go ahead and do it. Don't bother waiting up for me at this point. Besides, I just know that if you're still up by the time I get home, you're just going to want to nag me, so go ahead and go to bed now.
Hold on a second. Are you really going to be out all night drinking again? Jake, how many times have we talked about this before? You know that I made dinner for 2 tonight before you told me that you were going to be just a little bit late coming back from work. I really wish you would just tell me earlier if you're going to be going out drinking all night.
There we go. I didn't even have to go home. You just immediately go headfirst into the nagging. I work a hard day job all day, and all I want is a little chance to kick back and relax a little. And instead of words of gratitude for all I do for this family, I just get an old shrew telling me that I drink too much. I would be grateful that I even bothered sending you a message letting you know what I was doing at all.
Well, if you really were thinking about me, then you would have sent me a message about your drinking earlier. I had dinner ready at 6:30 because I thought that you were going to be home soon after that. But instead, I've been waiting at home for hours for you to get back. You know that I cooked dinner for you, so just let me know beforehand that you won't need any.
And how many times have I told you that I don't know what I'm going to be doing on a given day of work? Sometimes I have overtime and have to stay at the office late. I don't get why it's such a big deal how much you cook anyways. If there's leftover, then how about you just have some for breakfast tomorrow? There's really no need to turn this into a huge thing.
But I shouldn't be making such huge portions anyways if you're not going to come home to have it. And what makes you think that I would want to have what I ate for dinner the night before for breakfast? I'd much rather you just tell me what your plans are so I can plan to cook accordingly. Is that really so much to ask?
Of course it is! I'm at work! I don't have time to be giving you every little update about what's going on there. Besides, all you do is stay at home taking care of the kids and having fun, and you really have the gall to complain about me? I would have thought that as my wife, you'd be a bit more sympathetic to all that I'm going through for our family.
Jake, you do realize that I work too, don't you? Sure, it's only part-time, but I also contribute to the household. I even offered to go out and work full-time since you're always complaining about how busy you are. But even at this rate, I basically work as much as you do between my job and taking care of the kids.
Wow, you must really think the earth revolves around you, don't you? You think that a part-time job and playing patty cake with a baby is the same as working like me? You really don't know anything about the real world at all.
And I think that you just want to keep me in the house because you're embarrassed. You do remember how much money I was making than you when I had my job before getting pregnant, right? And I thought that I could have gone on working if we had just split the child-rearing duties more equally. But after we had our second kid and I realized you had no interest in doing anything with them, I knew I had to be the one to quit.
That's right. You should have been the one to quit your job because you're the mother, and that means it's your job to raise the kids. And are you really going to tell me that you'd rather be at a desk all day rather than having all the fun that you do with our children? You really are a special kind of selfish. Do you realize that? I can't believe you don't realize how easy you have it.
Are you kidding me? Do you really think that I'm acting selfishly? You have no idea what it's like to take care of the kids. I mean, when was the last time that you even played with one of our children, huh? And I do work on top of all that I do for them.
You've just had it way too easy on you for way too long. Take it from someone who has a real job. If you tried to say half of what you were saying to a boss out in the real world, they would laugh you out of their office. No one wants to hear some woman complain about how hard it is to raise children when they have no idea what it's like to work a full-time job.
You really think that I'm just complaining? That I'm making some light grumblings or something? I don't have to take that from a guy who, when he gets home, flops right down on the couch, turns on the TV, and ignores the world until I say dinner is ready. The least you could do is take our kids out to do something fun on the weekends, don't you think?
And just are you always trying to make me look like the bad guy in everything, huh? You know you're the reason why I never want to spend any time at home. Maybe if I had a better, kinder wife, then I might actually want to spend some time around my family.
I really just don't get it, Jake. Right after we had our first kid, you were so much better about helping me and listening to me. But then you slowly just started relying on me for more and more things until you started to expect it. And before I knew it, I was taking care of 3 kids. One of them being you.
There you go again, trying to put me down and call me names. But I'm still the one going out and earning all the money for us. You and our little brats need to start learning who is really in charge around here. They need to learn who it is that is really providing for them every single day.
I would still think that I'm the one doing all the providing. If I didn't cook for these children, you would probably just serve them instant noodles. If I didn't clean up around the house, then I already know that there would be piles of garbage up to the ceiling around here. I mean, I'm literally the only one who even goes to the grocery store.
And I already told you that you're the woman. Those are all your jobs. And the fact that you're talking like anyone else should be helping you with those says all that I need to know about you. Honestly, just who do you think you are talking to me like that? You should have known when we got married that your life was going to be one of cleaning up the house and taking care of the kids, and that's it.
You really seem to think that you know so much about women. But even if we were supposed to stay in the house like you think, you still have no idea how much work that takes. Or the skills that go into managing a successful household. Honestly, you're the one who needs to open your eyes and start living in the real world.
Oh, just shut up already. I'm sick and tired of you ignoring the fact that I work hard for this family every single day. And if you have time to be texting me this much, it only proves that you really aren't as busy as you say you are.
I'm sorry, Jake, but can you still not understand that it's this kind of attitude that keeps your family from wanting to spend time with you?
What are you talking about now? You don't know anything about my family. Sure, I may have made some mistakes in the past that make some family members keep their distance, but it's not all my fault. Like my dad. He's always just been super strict, and that's why we don't talk. And my mom has always been taking my brother's side in everything we do.
I really just have no idea how you even managed to live with so many delusions. But I guess it took marrying you to finally realize what a self-absorbed egomaniac you really were. Honestly, do you not see that your family is just waiting for you to apologize and make things right to them? It's still not too late.
You have no idea what you're talking about at all. I don't care if people have a problem with me. That's for them to work out. You keep talking to me as if I'm the one living in some kind of fantasy world when it's really you.
I really just don't even know why I even bother with you. But whatever. It's clear that this conversation has been going nowhere for a while now. I hope you enjoy going out drinking tonight. You can go ahead and help yourself to tonight's leftovers if you get hungry tomorrow.
Excuse me? You really think that you can just talk to me like that? How dare you try and feed me, the breadwinner for the whole family, leftovers?
Oh, my mistake. I guess I'll just set up my alarm so I can wake up extra early to make our breakfast then. It's a good thing that you're easy to cook for. I can basically just serve you the same thing I'm giving the kids.
That's more like it. Now if you'll excuse me, I have a night to enjoy. Bye.
Hey, you old cow. When are you finally gonna divorce your husband, huh? Don't you realize that a woman like you is all dried up and doesn't even have an ounce of charm left in her? All you do is cause Jake pain. When are you going to finally just let him be free of you?
Excuse me? Just who do you think you are to talk to me about my husband that way? Who even are you at all? Where did you get this number? And just how in the world do you know my husband, Jake?
If I knew it was this easy to get a reaction out of you, I would have tried reaching out even sooner.
Okay, seriously, who are you and what makes you think that you can talk to me like this? Hello? I am talking to you. Are you going to tell me who you are or not?
Well, since you insist. My name is Phoebe, but you can just call me Jake's girlfriend. And yes, I do mean that. I'm not just some fling. Jake and I are super serious. In fact, he took me out to this super duper fancy hotel where we're both at right now. And poor Jakey was so tired after we got back to our room that he passed out right away.
Do you have any idea what you're saying to me right now? Do you realize what you're admitting to? You're seriously messaging me to tell me that you've spent the night with my husband in a hotel?
Well, of course. It's really no surprise that he would choose me over you, though. After all, I'm still young and full of life. There's no way that an old woman like you could ever do the kinds of things that I can for my Jake. So consider this my way of drawing a line in the sand. I want you to divorce Jake or else. Do you understand me?
Is this really why you started messaging me today? Are you really with my husband? Is that what you're telling me? He's really actually there right next to you?
Oh, he's right next to me. But he's so tired. After all, him and I had quite a vigorous workout today. So he's here, but he's fast asleep at the moment. Except he fell asleep with his phone unlocked. So I just borrowed it to find your number. And here we are.
I see. So then what you're telling me is that you're communicating with me without my husband knowing. Is that right? Or does he have any idea at all that you had a plan to try and contact me like this?
Of course he has no idea that I'm doing something like this. I just wanted to take care of the problem that is you, myself. And that's why I'm asking you to please just leave Jake alone. Why don't you just divorce him and then you can finally go and live however you want?
Oh, don't you worry about that. I have a job and I am more than ready to leave him. But the thing is that Jake and I have children, so it's not as simple as just choosing to leave him. Besides, my sister's wedding is coming up and I don't want to cause any drama to distract from that. So I'm afraid that you'll just have to wait until the conditions are better for me to leave him.
Wow. Do you really think that I don't know that these are all just excuses you're coming up with to delay the inevitable? You don't even want to leave him. Just admit it.
No, that really isn't it. Especially now that I know my husband has been seeing another woman behind my back. I don't see any point in staying together with him or trying to fix this.
Well, you say that. But then why can't you just start the divorce process now? If you're not going to leave him now, then when is it finally going to happen?
I told you that you'll just have to wait until after my sister has had her wedding and things have settled down. Until then, I'd appreciate it if you avoided contacting me at all. I'm sure that you also have things that you need to arrange before you and Jake can get married, right?
Well, yes. I also have things that I need to take care of before that happens. But I don't want to have to wait so long just to marry my Jakey!
Well, don't worry. sorry. All of this should take about a month. I'm sure you can hang out that long.
Hey! Don't tell me that you're at your sister's wedding right now. What's the matter with you? Don't you know that my dad's funeral is today? How could you be missing this?
I'm not sure what you mean by that. You knew that my sister's wedding was today, didn't you?
I did. But are you really telling me that you're choosing to go to your sister's wedding instead of my dad's funeral? Is this supposed to be some kind of a joke? Honestly, how did I ever end up with such a useless wife? Well, I want a divorce. What do you think of that?
Sorry, I'm really confused by all of this. I mean, your dad is here at my sister's wedding as well.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? My dad is dead. What kind of game are you trying to pull right now, huh? Are you seeing things? Did you hit your head or something like that?
Jake, I really don't know what you're getting at, but your dad is here looking very alive and healthy. I'm sorry, did I miss something? I'm really not sure what you're going on about.
What is going on over there? I'm at my dad's funeral right now.
Well, I don't know what to say. Are you sure it's your dad's funeral and not just someone with the same name? No offense, but your dad does have a super common first and last name.
But, wait, where's the rest of my family? None of them are here. I don't get what's going on.
Yeah, that's why I was confused as to what you're talking about. All your family is here at the wedding.
But, wait, I don't get it. So, my dad isn't dead? He's really still alive?
That's what I've been trying to tell you. I see him having a conversation with someone right now. So, unless we can all see ghosts over here, I think he's very much alive.
But that doesn't make any sense. I thought that he was dead. I spent all morning crying over him. How is he still alive?
I really have no idea why you thought that your dad was dead, but the thought of you crying is quite funny.
I don't get it, though. How did this happen? Why did I think he was dead?
Well, I just told your dad that you thought he was, and he got mad and said he's still alive and kicking.
Of course I don't know. There must have been some kind of horrible miscommunication. Tell my dad that we're sorry about the mistake.
We? What do you mean by that? I didn't make any mistakes. Unless you mean to say that you're at the funeral with someone else.
No, I just mean me and the person who told me about the funeral. It's who I'm here with.
I see. But I thought you said that none of your family was at the funeral, right? So then who is the person who told you about it?
It's just a friend from work is all. Why do you care about where I found out about this funeral from, huh?
I just mean that I don't think it was anyone who would actually know what was going on that told you about it. I was talking to your mom and she's telling me how confused she is. Apparently you called her earlier today talking about your dad being dead. She thought you were just pulling a prank.
No! I would never joke about something as serious as that. I really thought that he was dead.
Well, there have been other times that you've lied to your family to get them out of the house. But you just did that so you could sneak in and steal from them, remember? It's probably the biggest reason why your family doesn't talk to you even today.
Of course I know that, but I was so sad when I thought my dad had died.
Oh, please. You were probably just making a big show so that you could try and cash in on his will. But it's too late for that to ever happen. Now your family knows who you really are.
Well, I guess this means that I have a free day at least. You can have fun at the wedding and getting to know my family and all, though. I think I'll just enjoy the free day that I realize I have now.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. After all, it's probably going to be the last good day you have for a while.
What are you talking about? Just what business of yours is it how much fun I have? Are you trying to tell me not to spend too much money?
No, it isn't that at all. I only meant that I want to get a divorce.
Wait, what? A divorce? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that you're seeing another woman behind my back. That's why I want a divorce.
What in the world are you even talking about right now, Molly?
Oh, don't play dumb, Jake. You should know that she started sending me messages bragging about being with you. Her name is, Phoebe, right? You really need to keep a closer eye on her.
Wait a second. Did Phoebe really message you about us?
That's right. And here you thought it was going to be your little secret forever. She must have been why you said you were going to be too busy to come to this wedding anyways. But now I know the truth. And I want to end things with you.
Now hold on just a second. You haven't told any of my parents about any of this at all, right?
And why shouldn't they know that you found a girl that you want to be with? I've only explained to them that we're splitting up because you're seeing someone else. Of course, the two of you should know that I'm going to be suing you both for the affair.
Hold on a second. Don't you think that's taking things too far? At least let me try and explain myself to you.
I really don't care at all what excuses you might have for yourself. The fact of the matter is that you were cheating on me. You've been talking down to me this whole time about how I don't do enough for this family, and meanwhile, you're out staying the night at hotels with stupid girls who expose your plans to your wife. If you want someone to listen to your excuses, you can tell them all to my lawyer, who will be getting a copy of all our conversations. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a wedding to enjoy. After that, Jake rushed over to where the wedding was happening, but the staff at the door told him they were instructed specifically to keep him out. He tried to call to the people in the venue for help, but no one could hear him. In the end, he went back home where I left signed divorce papers on the kitchen table for him to sign as well. After that, the divorce process went over rather smoothly. It turns out that Phoebe wasn't a serious girlfriend of Jake's, but a woman he had met on an app and was hooking up with. It didn't stop me from suing them both and getting a handsome payout, however. I heard that Jake ended up getting fired from his job for poor performance a while later. He tried moving back in with his parents, but they were even more upset with him after this and turned him away. Now, I hear that Jake lives in a tiny little apartment at the edge of the city, working multiple jobs just to make ends meet and pay back the debt he accrued from the lawsuit and divorce.